Hello and welcome to Alyssa's Movie Takes. Today we are going to be talking about the new series, The Chosen. Now we are in the middle of the COVID-19 lockdown. It's the beginning of May and this show is starting to become popular in the midst of this shutdown as people are looking for new content and there's nothing new being produced right now. It's basically what's been produced is what we get for at least the short term. We'll see how long that lasts. Now, this is a show about the life of the disciples. It's focused more on the disciples of Jesus than Jesus himself. In season 1, episode by episode, we meet the new disciples. So one episode is for Mary Magdalene, one episode is for Peter, one is for Matthew, and we're getting into the backstories of these characters that we know, but a lot of times when you see them in Jesus movies, it's like Peter, Judas, and the other 10. So what Dallas Jenkins, the creator, wanted to do in this show is to give you a sense of the humanity of both the disciples and of Jesus. So there's a lot of humor in it. There is a lot of fun. There's a lot of like, okay, these are real human beings. They have sins, they have habits, they have likes and dislikes, personalities. I ended up watching the entire show over the course of 2 days. One with like 6 hours stretch and then the other 2 episodes. So it definitely is, as they say, binge-worthy. The t-shirts that you can buy say binge Jesus, which is just kind of funny. So what they do well in this show is good character arcs, bringing you from people who are very smart and intelligent like Matthew or like rowdy and hot-headed like Simon, and they're bringing you through like, okay, this is who Jesus is choosing, and he knows who he's choosing. He knows he's choosing Simon, this kind of off-the-wall, off-color fisherman. He knows he's choosing Matthew, who's hated by everybody, but has this incredible brain and an aptitude for numbers. So let's dive into the actors for a little bit. I'm going to talk about 4 primary characters. So we have Eric Avari as Nicodemus. We have Jonathan Rumi as Jesus. We have Shahar Isaac as Simon, and then we have Paras Patel as Matthew. So these are 4 central characters. They're foils in one way or another. You have Nicodemus, who's very intellectual, a leader respected amongst the Jews. He's a Pharisee, but he has a true desire for God. Then you have Matthew, who is hated by his Jewish brethren, respected by the Romans because he collects their taxes, but has not the best social graces. He's played like he has Asperger's, so an incredible mind, but he doesn't always get social cues. And then you have Shahar Isaac plays Simon. Now Simon is like your classic hot-headed fisherman. He has a wife that he's taking care of, but he's trying to make deals on the sides with the Romans to avoid taxes. He's really strong. He's fun, and you really love it when Jesus goes after him partway through the season because you're just like, yes, I can see why Jesus would choose him and want to have him on his team, but at the same time be a little wary of like, I'm not sure if this is the best thing just because he's so unpredictable and sporadic, but we see that in the character in the Bible too as well. And then finally you have Jonathan Rumi as Jesus. Now Jesus in this series, because it's focusing on the disciples, is not the main character. In episode 1, you don't see him almost at all. And then he comes on the scene slowly but surely. This season in particular is focused on those miracles that he's doing that he wanted to keep under wraps. But Jonathan Rumi plays him with a really great sense of humor. He's constantly playing off of whoever character he's with because he knows them so well. It's like the gift of knowledge turns into the gift of humor. It's very funny. And then also it's just as a real person, he's making his own food. He's interacting in a way that you would think in a social setting, whether it's a wedding or whether it's in town at the market. And it's just very cool. They all mesh well together. They all look Israeli. Some of them are from Israel and some of them are just actors, but they made it look like this could be actually the time period. They're not going for the white American disciples and the blue-eyed, blonde-haired Jesus. Not that that's actually a thing often, but he looks very Israeli as well. So kudos on the casting decisions. So the cinematography is also really pretty. And it's just a neat little take. They have good hooks at the end of each episode, like you would expect from a TV show. They have a fun theme song. The final song of the season is really catchy and it gets in your head. And you get the sense from Jesus that he just wasn't joking around. He wasn't going for the popular people. He was going for whoever was willing to follow him. And he lets you know that he knows who they are, but he's choosing them anyway. It's very cool. They are fundraising for season 2. So they had this unique crowdfunding for season 1. They were able to meet their goal. I think it became the biggest crowdfunding for a TV show ever. And now they're well on their way to funding season 2. So, and it's really just gaining in popularity. I know that they released the app in 2019, but then through this whole process of the virus and just people being home, it's really catching on now. I would say that this is enjoyable whether you're religious or not, because it's just kind of plays like a historical drama. I mean, how many times have you heard about the miracle of the fish or the healing of the paralytic or the woman at the well? But it becomes very fresh and new because you're getting to know these people that are on the pages on screen. I would encourage you to watch it. What you do is you go to thechosen.tv/app, and then you can just download it to your phone so you can watch the episodes there. But if you have any sort of casting device like a Fire Stick TV, like a Chromecast, or any Roku, it will work for you to just kind of cast it to your TV and see it in really high quality. It's just an overall really enjoyable experience. And I hope that you check it out because I binged it and I encourage you to. And it's neat, new content in this period where, you know, the competition is like Trolls World Tour. Good for the whole family, and I hope to see season 2. So that's my take on The Chosen. What's your take? Be sure to leave a comment below. You can also subscribe and like the video. Have a great day, and I hope that we all get out of this lockdown soon.